I wasn't planning on making this video. I had some other videos in mind for today, but here we are. Hello, everybody. We're going to be talking about Honored 1 Gojo, and let's just say there's a new strat that popped up for the higher floors of tower, where Gojo could just clear them type disadvantage. Now, is it going to be hell to do? Yeah, but is it going to be your best way of winning perchance? Yes, it will, which is absolutely insane to say. So everything that I'm going to be referencing, I'm going to be linking down below. So please go support the original clips because it's not me that found this out, right? So please do that. Now, we're going to have to explain a bit of Gojo's kit and then we'll get into it. But, you know, if you want to make the argument for him being number one after this, sure. Now, Nameless did say this, and it's also true, that if you're going to say he's number one because of this, you also have to be actively doing the strat when it comes out. So, you know, it's like, it's only fair. It's only fair. So, what exactly is the reason why Gojo is going to be very good? Let's say very good. Well, essentially, he has a skill 3 that gives him attack immunity for 3 turns. So, whenever you're in your non-honored 1 state, right? Because once you get to 1168 alt gauge, you have to use this, and then it's going to bring you into the honored 1 state. So, this means whenever you're not in honored 1 state, you could re-get your attack immunity for 3 turns, right? So you use this once every 3 turns and you'd be able to get it. So that's what we understand right now. Okay, just to give you a bit of a kind of introduction. Now, his skill 2 is also going to be very good because, of course, 750% with up to a, what, 210% stack? Was it 210? Yeah, 210% stack total on that is like just very, very, very good. Okay, now, why did I mention the attack immunity? You might wonder. Well, Green Gojo is immortal. Yup. So, this is great. This is great. Now, the title may seem self-explanatory, but please let me explain. On the later tower floors, they add a rule that saps away alt gauge from non-mono characters. So if you're not, like, for example, on floor 80, if it's not full red, you're going to lose alt gauge. So if you use the new Green Gojo on these floors, then you will never be offered the Honored 1 mode. Because remember, you have to get to 1168 alt gauge to then proc the Honored 1 skill. This means that you can endlessly refresh this immunity using the skill 3, resulting in infinite immortality, assuming the enemy can't breach it with a domain. This is crazy. So he cannot die. Gojo cannot die. And remember, this Gojo doesn't leave battle. Because, for example, Blue Gojo and Green Gojo both have immunity forever, right? But they leave. Tinjo doesn't have immunity forever, but he doesn't leave. Domain Gojo, in his domain, he can take damage if they don't get stunned or if they don't proc the Infinite Void status, but he does still leave. This boy could technically, under those circumstances, infinitely proc it because he doesn't leave, first of all, which is why this is important. I don't think this was an intended interaction, but if you're struggling with some of the 70 plus floors and have the time it would take to do 80 million damage via 75,000 attacks, then it might be the strat for you. Now, the thing is, this is a bit wrong because you could still bring in mono colors, and then once you're done doing the main damage with Sukuna, for example, right? Then afterwards, Gojo comes in, and he's going to do the rest of the damage. So we have this clip here, right? And it's pretty long. I'm going to link this down below. I'm not sure what exactly his channel name is. It's Japanese. Link it down below. And do go like this video if you have the time. Like, at least go like it and show your support to this guy because I'm sure this took a long time to actually do. But let's show it off, right? How exactly this ended up working, which is a little crazy. It's a little crazy. So this is the team, and this is what I mean, right? Because you see here that there's Sukuna, Inumaki, Momo. Like, you're able to do your damage just fine with these units, right? And that's the main point. So I don't know. Yeah, so it should be here. This is floor 70 fucking 9, and you'll see that I don't know. Oh yeah, you could see the turns, but like you'll see that for the most part, you're able to do most of your damage just fine with the other units, and then Gojo's alt gauge keeps on getting lowered. He's at 0, so we could keep reprocking the alt gauge. Now I'm not gonna, if you want to watch the full thing, you go watch it. My point here is not to do that, okay? This is not my gameplay. This is his gameplay. Go watch it. But essentially, I just want to show the end result, which you could see that he has to get rid of half the alt gauge, which is definitely half the health bar alone, which is definitely a lot. However, at the same time, like, look at this. I think he probably, yeah, so he probably got, I would say, to like turn 150. maybe 200, maybe 200. But he's doing 200k every single turn. It's rough. It's rough. But in the end, he beats it, right? He beats it, which is insane. And you'll see here, the main thing I want to highlight, which is the main reason I brought it up, is, you know, for the most part, Sukuna did like a good amount of damage. Inumaki still 8.6. However, Gojo is the main reason that this run worked, right? He did 22 million type fucking disadvantage, which is insane. And considering this debuff will probably stay on floors moving forward, I think we all agree that this does give Gojo kind of an advantage over Sukuna, if you want to say that. Like, it's kind of crazy to think about. It's kind of crazy. But type advantage, right? He's like type advantage Gojo versus type advantage Sukuna. Sukuna is better. But type disadvantage in the most recent floors, because of the alt gauge lower when you're not mono, Gojo might just be better, right? So I want your opinions on this down below, because I think this strat is absolutely insane that it even works. This is basically the Mahito strat 2.0. Now, to be fair, listen, if you spent your hard-earned cubes and maybe your hard-earned money on this Gojo, if you want to do this for 150 turns, hell yeah. And you know why this is fine? Guys, I've spent over an hour trying to beat floor 67. Well, what if I spend like, I don't know, 5 hours on 79, but oh wait, Gojo's able to clear it just like that in like 2 times? Oh, that's way better. I personally, I do think that in that instance, it is just way better to think about, because it's like you lose 8 times over or you beat it second try, even if it takes more turns. I think this is fine and honestly really fucking cool. So this creator, good shit on him. I'm going to link the stream. Shout outs to him. My go. So yeah, no, I would definitely say this might give Gojo the edge in my head over Sukuna, just because being able to clear that shit type fucking disadvantage is absolutely ridiculous. I just like can't believe this is possible now, considering how much fucking HP these enemies have. They for real let this boy just stay alive forever if you could lower his alt gauge. Dude, I just like, that shit's crazy, man. That shit's crazy. Because the thing is, after turn 30, they start one-tapping you. Like, they're doing your levels of damage, right? Like, I'm seeing these boys pump out like 500k to you. Like, they're doing 500k damage. The enemy's to you, right? So him being able to survive that long is goated. I don't see how they're gonna fix this. I don't think they're gonna fix this. They mentioned here that it was not an intended interaction, but it's definitely gonna be happening, right? It's definitely gonna be happening moving forward. They would deadass have to like make every enemy like past turn 30 or like turn 40, maybe like after, maybe it's like after 50 turns, remove attack nullification. That's the only way I could see them bypassing this. But besides that, dude, this Gojo, every day there's something new with him, and I absolutely love it. This boy's amazing. I think he is my favorite release so far. Very happy with him. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Will you be doing this when it comes out? Let me know.